Over 3,000 sailors descended on Dún Laoghaire this summer for one of the biggest sporting events in Ireland. This was third time lucky for the regatta, held every 2 years, and it attracted crews from all around Ireland and Britain.
Recently, a leading UK yachting journalist said that we were now being compared to the cows of the Irish Sea, and that we take that as a compliment, because our objective is to become the main location for serious racing in the Irish Sea. And we have 460 boats, 470 boats coming in, but I don't want to harp on that figure all the time, because we're not in a numbers race with people, we're in a quality race. We want this event to be an absolute quality event from A to a Z.
Part of this quality is having 4 waterfront clubs host the regatta, like the Royal St George, founded in 1838 and full of period charm. The Dún Laoghaire Motor Yacht Club is open to sailboats and motorboats. Then there's the Royal Irish, founded in 1831. And finally, the National Yacht Club, established in 1871, and as elegant a club as you'll find anywhere. All this hospitality lies within the cradling arms of the magnificent Victorian harbour and its 800-berth marina.
One of the things that we really like as visiting sailors from the UK is that the Irish know how to enjoy themselves in the evening, but they also know how to race hard. And the racing's serious, there's no doubt about that, but we're all here to enjoy ourselves as well.
Racing so close to a capital city makes the regatta a rarity in the sailing calendar.
The nearness to Dublin is brilliant. We have a fabulous dart service, that's our local rapid rail. You're in and out to Dublin in 15 to 20 minutes. Voted recently the friendliest capital city in Europe, and that's no bad thing to have on your doorstep. To sail in the water of a capital city and to have all the facilities we have here and the friendship. We did a debriefing at the last 2 regattas and we got an incredible response. 94% said they would be back. You just can't beat that. So that energises us, it keeps us going.
As the crews prepared for the 4 days of sailing in Dublin Bay, across the Irish Sea a fleet of UK sailors were setting up to race their way to Dún Laoghaire for the Liver Trophy, a feeder competition to the regatta.
We've got 26 boats going to start the race this evening, 25 of whom are competing in the Liver Trophy race. I do thank you all for coming, it's great.
Dentist Neil Thomas was one of the skippers entering his 38-foot Mighty Max 2.
I think it's going to be perhaps a poppy night, a bit of a rough night, but not a silly night.
The wind was blowing over 20 knots as the crews wound up for an exciting crossing.
Come on, guys, get your weights up! We finally got the sails sorted, and now we're trucking.
It was going to be a tough night of close racing, and we'll find out how Neil and crew fared a little later.
Let me know what time you come down in the morning.
Back in Dún Laoghaire Race HQ, the army of volunteers were handing out sailing instructions and regatta goodies to the 470 teams who'd entered.
In the case, they have their instructions, their sailing instructions, a few details about Dún Laoghaire, and also our tags, their passes, so that they can get into other clubs.
Sandra was one of the 300 volunteers on and off the water who made running a huge regatta like this possible.
It's absolutely buzzing here now. It's great.
21 classes raced on courses across Dublin Bay, all under the eye of Brian Craig.
Dublin Bay is a very good good area to race in. It is tricky. The wind is prevailing westerly, but often you get good sea breeze, and then you can get big easterly breezes with good rolling seas, so you can get a variation in conditions on the bay. The number of people who've come and sailed here in World and European Championships, I think, testament to the fact that it's a fantastic bay to race in. So there's very few places that you can sail within 20 minutes, half an hour of your base club and still be in a course area to take 400, 500 boats.
Meanwhile, after racing throughout the night, Neil Thomas and crew aboard Mighty Max 2 were cantering to a photo finish of the Liver Race Trophy just off Howth.
Stay like that, stay like that, okay. This is going to be a minute and a half, isn't it? Look at this go! Look at he's got us. What a shame.
Neil was pipped at the post, but in great spirits docking in Ireland.
In all my 45 years of racing, that was the best finish I've ever known, and it was a pleasure to do the race. It was a pleasure to be here. Love coming to Ireland anyway, especially from Liverpool, as you do. And when you think we did 90 miles and finished within 3 seconds of each other, that's just got to be brilliant racing, isn't it?
So on to the racing on the bay. Let's get out onto the water and join racing reporter Louis Habib for the action in one of the big fleets here.
This is the first day of the Volvo DL Regatta, and we are with the J109 fleet. There are 15 of these high-performance boats here, and they're not just trying to win the Volvo DL Regatta, it's also the Irish National Championships. We've got James Tyrrell from Arklow Sailing Club racing in Aquilina. We have got Storm here from the Rush Sailing Club, owned by Pat Kelly. Tino Highland is from the Royal St George here in Dublin, but he's joined by Nigel Biggs to sail on Christie Cancer Care. Now this is the very much informed boat. They've just won the Scottish Series, and there should be quite a battle on the water. They're going to be mixing it up with the Class 0 fleet as well. So there's going to be some high impact action going on, particularly at the Mart roundings. 10 knots of breeze from the northwest, ideal sailing conditions.
We're worried about the breeze is going to die on us, and we're worried about the other boats here starting. Try and stay away from other boats, try and just keep everybody safe.
It's really exciting. I mean, this is kind of what it's all about.
The adrenaline's flowing now, and hopefully we'll make up for it in the bar later on.
But here's a boat taking a real flyer. Indecision there, going hard right. Let's see if this pays off. And we're at the top mark here, and it's Kenneth Hunter's Juniper that has got to the top mark first. And here comes a ball of boats. You've got Jetstream in second place, very closely followed by the Christie Cancer Care.
Happy enough with the breeze we're in, we're happy enough on the right side of the course, and we're happy enough with the speed, so all the nerves were worthwhile.
Well done everyone, good sail.
By contrast to the Bling J109, the clinker-built waterwag class dates way back to 1887. Con Murphy and former Olympic helm Cathy McAlevey sail their recently built Molly from the National Yacht Club, and it's one of the traditional classes racing at the regatta.
the boats, they sail on a Wednesday evening in Dunleary, which is great because we have the harbour to ourselves. And it's I don't know, it's kind of fun to sail a boat that was designed over 100 years ago, and to think that, you know, people are still getting enjoyment about it, and a lot of, like, our kids sail it as well. Like, it's quite a family class. Okay, we're gonna drive now. So mind your head. Oops. What? And
it's exciting, this cafe.
It is quite exciting, especially with you there.
What a pleasure to see these historic designs blasting around Dunleary Harbour. Back ashore, it was time to review the day's racing, cement friendships and enjoy the crack.